Starting a print-on-demand business in 2026 does not have to mean competing with thousands of Etsy sellers. It can mean launching your own business, your own .com store, your own brand, and your own customer base. And today I'm going to show you exactly how. To make this real, I'm going to walk through an example that I see blowing up on social media that you can adapt to make into your own print-on-demand business to get traffic. And I'm also going to walk through some of the biggest hesitations that I'm constantly hearing on my channel, which is how do you drive traffic and is it too expensive? And I'm going to cover both and how you combat both. By the end of this video, you will know how to set up your own .com, .shop, .co store, why your niche matters, and how to actually get people buying. First, let's talk about why you would even want your own store. We've talked a lot on my channel about how Etsy is really great for starting out because it takes away some of the risks associated with starting your own business. But there are some downsides. You are constantly showing your products back to back with other listings. So it's harder to get traction if you are competing directly with other sellers. And the next thing that they see 1 centimeter over is another shop. In addition to just competing with very similar products all in one shopping session, fees do add up fast. If you are listing your products on Etsy, you will have to have some listing fees, so 20 cents per listing that you throw up. And then between the Etsy payment processing fees and just operating fees, you end up paying about another 10% of your revenue across your sales price and your shipping price to Etsy. And lastly, you don't own your customer list. So if you have a product where you have recurring customers that could potentially be interested in multiple of your products, you don't have a really good way of reaching back out to those customers to get them back to your shop. An example of that would be you sell a mom a newborn gift or a baby announcement gift. You would know that that baby is coming and that you could probably target them at their 1-year birthday for another product or maybe first Christmas products as well. And it's really hard to get that customer back onto your shop. Whereas if you did have your own business and your own .com store or your own website, you would be able to own your customer list and your experience with your customer, which is much better for building a long-term brand. Now, a big part of launching your own business is making sure that it is niche enough to elicit getting your own traffic to your shop. And so today I'm going to go through an idea that I've had for a little bit of time that I think illustrates a good starter that would help you jumpstart your business as opposed to just launching a general shop about everything. So the example that I'm going to give is the funny shirt exchange niche. Now, a lot of people will list and sell shirts in the funny shirt niche. I'm not talking about just general funny t-shirts. There is this phenomenon that I've been watching over the last couple of months, and it's existed for a while, regarding a funny t-shirt exchange. And the concept of this is that a group of people get together for a trip or for a party, and they all exchange these funny t-shirts, and they have to wear these t-shirts to their outing or in certain instances like the airport. So an example of that is this group who are all exchanging these funny t-shirts before they go out for their night in Nashville. So you go around and you swap these t-shirts to just have these graphic, like funny text. Some of them have actual images, but others are just text that are funny, different words. Individuals can choose these based off of the personalities of people that they're buying them for, and they're just hilarious. And what I love about this concept is that it allows us to do a couple of things. It is a very, very social media friendly business because everybody's going to have this funny occurrence and they're going to go on social media and they're going to share it. That provides a lot of opportunity for you to utilize that to your benefit for your marketing. What I also love about this is multiple products in one shipment. If you branded your business properly, you could brand your business in order for people to come onto your site and purchase multiple. This is blowing up on TikTok. It is blowing up on social media. And so by having that natural wave, we can capture that trend and get people onto site, especially if we use some good like SEO hacks. And lastly, if you have this group of people that you have their emails for, it's likely that this is something that the group likes to do. And maybe they would do a funny white elephant gift exchange or something later on. So as the seasons move through, you can target them with different funny holiday themes and actually expand and remarket them to bring them back on site. So there's plenty of options that make this business idea ripe for a successful print-on-demand business by generating traffic on your own to your own site. The key here is instead of trying to sell to everyone, Focus on a very specific type of person or use case so that way you can become the dominant player within that tiny little niche. The narrower the niche, the easier it is to get traffic. And I know that that sounds a little bit counterintuitive for, okay, Megan, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to scale this business? There's always ways for us to continue to find more traffic and expand to different areas. But at first, we have to make sure that we're getting the traffic, we're having a good customer experience, we're pressure testing our idea. We're going to be in this for the long haul. And by niching down, that's going to pay dividends for you later when you are wanting to scale your business. The number one hesitation I constantly hear is, how do I drive traffic? The benefit of launching on Etsy and building your business on Etsy is that a lot of people already flock to Etsy for their gifting needs or for shopping in general. The key here is that we need to be able to drive that traffic and show up for people when they're searching for different things, or catch them when they're not searching for and incentivize them to come to site. The key here is making sure that you meet people for when they're searching. When I was doing my research for this idea, I had seen it on social media, so I knew that it was a great opportunity because people were constantly participating in this trend, but there wasn't really a one-stop destination for those people. So I went over to Google and I just typed in airport t-shirt exchange. When I go over to airport t-shirt exchange, this is gold. All that shows up is Etsy, which we obviously love Etsy showing up. I would list my products potentially also on Etsy, but the next couple of things that show up are videos, viral videos of people that have gotten 29 million views on their video, but not an actual commercialized shop where people could go on and actually shop for these specific t-shirts. So obviously people are interacting with the content. They think it's funny. They're participating in this trend, but there's no way to actually shop this. So when I saw that as an opportunity for me to launch something in this niche and really generate traffic based off of people searching for it, but also something that we could redirect all of these really funny viral videos to potentially my site, or create videos like that since they are performing so well. I think there's this misconception out there that driving traffic has to be done in a way that you spend thousands of dollars on ads. Don't get me wrong, it does take money to make money in a lot of circumstances, but there are these loopholes or these moments of opportunity like this one where you don't necessarily have to spend thousands of dollars in ads, but it's important that you choose a niche that already has the built-in demand, which is exactly what we're seeing here. This takes me to the second hesitation that I constantly hear, and that is, isn't it too expensive? We just myth busted the ads portion of that conversation by choosing a niche that is built-in traffic driving. But I hear the concern often that if I'm going to launch my own website, I might not be able to afford $40 a month for Shopify, and that there are going to be all these additional add-ons that take place and additional fees that take place. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that expensive to start off with your own website. And that brings me to the partner of today's video, Hostinger. Hostinger is a web hosting platform that recently launched an integration directly with Printful. So that way print-on-demand sellers like me and you could get our .com, .co businesses off the ground much faster and much more affordably than some of the other players out there like Shopify. So we're still going to be able to integrate our business with Printful, so we don't have to handle any of the warehouse fees and logistics and printing, packaging, and shipping. We can focus on making sure that we choose the right niche, build a website that is copacetic for generating that traffic and capturing that customer. And then we allow Printful to do all the print, packaging, and shipping for us so we can continue to focus on scaling. So to check them out, you're going to go over to hostinger.com. I will drop a link in the description below. Make sure you use this link because I have a special code that will get you an extra 10% off using MakeItRain as your code. Once you hit the landing page, you're just going to hit get started. So once you get down to here, you're going to see some of the great benefits of this platform. You can sell up to 1,000 products. It integrates directly with print on demand. The key thing that we're calling out here is going to be the price per month. $3.99, and I was able to get an extra discount code to bring that down 10% for you for 48 months. This is very different than some of the other partners out there that will charge you $30 to $40. When it all breaks down here, for less than a cup of coffee, you're going to be able to host your own business online with a direct integration to Printful and AI tools that allow you to build your website in a seamless way. And I'm going to show you how to do that. After you've taken a look at some of the benefits, you're going to go add to cart. I would recommend you keep it at the 48 months because that's where you get the price discount of $3.99 per month. And if you add in the coupon code MakeItRain, you're going to get an extra 10% off for your package here. This also comes with your own URL for a year. So it's another additional add-on that you get for free included in the pricing. So once you complete payment, you're going to be taken over to your Hostinger platform where we can actually get started on launching our website. You're going to be, while generating your website, you're going to be asked a few questions that will give Hostinger the potential to streamline the creation of your website. So I'll choose myself or my business, creating a website. I want to use the Hostinger website builder because I'm not tech savvy enough to build on WordPress by myself. So it's important to me to be able to have more of those drag and drop elements. So I'm going to choose Hostinger website builder. From here, this is where you're going to be able to choose your domain name. As I mentioned, they give you 1 year free. So it's a really great option to have everything seamlessly integrate with you having to go buy a domain and then link it. All those certificates are handled for you, which I find to be an amazing burden off of me. So the domain name that I have chosen and have searched before is going to be Funny T-Shirt Exchange. Keep note here that not every URL is going to be available. So you might need to choose one that is slightly longer than you were hoping for. Website. Another hack that you could explore is if your .com URL name is not available, you can always try pivoting to a different extension. So .co is always good. You can see .io. You can always try .shop. All of those are different options that you would be able to utilize, and Hostinger will integrate that for you. I want to go with .com just because I think it will resonate with my user base. And you can see here it's going to be $0 for the first year, and then it would turn over to be $17.99 in the years moving forward, which is very standard for domain certification. After I fill out my registration information, it is going to push me through to finish my domain registration. You'll likely have to confirm some details with your email or your phone number for your domain, but it simply pushes all this information for you. And then we get onto the fun stuff, which is creating a website for us. So I'm going to create my brand name as Funny T-Shirt Exchange. I like this because originally I was thinking about going with Airport T-Shirt Exchange, but I want to make it a little bit more broad. So as I saw in some of the videos when I did my research, some people did their exchange at airports and other people did it before they went out for their night on the town in Nashville. Others did it for their girls' trip. Others did it for just like the holiday party. So I want to make it broad. I might start with airport t-shirts originally, but expand beyond that if I'm seeing that there's opportunity to scale. Hostinger will even give you some potential to just put in a description a few sentences, and that will help it understand what type of site to create for you. I've added in the description of e-commerce business selling funny t-shirts for airport t-shirt exchanges, family gatherings, holiday parties, and more. Create a website. From there, it spit out this basic, generic, but perfectly ripe for edits, a website that I can edit, make some changes, change my coloring, add in different categories. So it's the perfect starting place for me to build out my own website. I'm going to go back and make all these edits a little bit later just to walk you through the flow. So I'll just hit continue to set up my store. From there, you're going to have the option to add your product. And what's great about Hostinger is that they directly integrate with Printful. So Printful is an amazing print-on-demand provider, if you have not heard of them, where they have distribution centers all across the United States, globally too, where they actually own their distribution. So they're not like a Printify where they pan those orders off to a bunch of their different providers. They print, package, and ship everything for you. So the integration with Hostinger and Printful is new, and they will likely be bringing on some additional print-on-demand partners. If you have not already set up an account with Printful, I would recommend you do that first. Since I have one, I'm just going to go through the flow of how I would set up those products. Once you see set up your store, I'm going to choose add product, and then you'll see this new button here that says print on demand product. From there, I'm going to hit get started and add Printful. Authorize. So once you authorize the connection with your Printful store, you can go ahead and just hit create product, and that's going to take you to your Printful account where you're going to be able to see all the products that you've already created. So let's say that you do sell on Etsy and this is your first foray into your own website. You would be able to utilize all the products that you've already created and then now just push them over to Hostinger. So I'm going to go over to my product templates, and I already created 3 different t-shirts that I think resonate really well for the airport t-shirt exchange. This one says, do I look like I fly economy? This one says, where's my hug? And this one says, boarding planes, leaving stains. Once you create your products in Printful, it's really easy to just add them to your store. It'll allow you to generate your mockups in here, change the title. And once you push them to your store, if you go down to your stores, you're going to see the Hostinger integration sitting there. So once we're in that Hostinger integration, you can click on it and you can see what of your products have been pushed properly over to Hostinger. And so we go back over to our web builder and we do the same type of setup But here, if you go over to products, you'll see that now all of your products have pushed over to Hostinger. So from there, you can make some changes to your website, add some different designs, swap out the listing images, and kind of make it more of a professional look and feel that matches the vibe that you're looking for your brand. I like to go over to Editor to see what my products are looking like and then get a better understanding on which changes I'd like to execute with my website. So this is what my website looks like now. It's very generic. It has home, it has shop. I can update my about section as well as contact. And it has a very stock image of funny tees here. I'll likely make some changes to this to have it be more understanding of the t-shirt exchange idea. And then if you scroll down, you'll be able to see the products that I pushed through. So very clearly they came through with my pricing. Very simple. If you click onto them, you'll be able to change the sizing. If you had uploaded multiple colors, you would see that here too. But it'll make it very clear for your customers on how they're going to be able to shop your website. And so it's a perfect starting place for you to be able to customize this and update it perfectly to what you're hoping for your brand. So now what? Once your store is up and running, you have a little bit of a design, you have the capabilities for the platform to be able to sell your product. The next step is actually going to be moving forward with getting your website fully, robustly laid out with all the different products. We know with Etsy that the shops that do really, really well have hundreds, if not thousands of different listings. What we know here is that you don't actually have to pay 20 cents per product. So putting up 10 products versus 50 products is the same cost to you. It's only going to cost your time. So I would make sure that you have products listed that are not too broad and too wide scoping. Make sure that they still fit your niche. The next step is growing your business. We have to build social proof. What I loved about this idea and what I would encourage you all to think about are creating those niches and products that already have built-in demand and are already going viral. So if this was your business, what I would recommend that you do is you get your products listed and you try to shoot some footage. Ask if you have any trips coming up with family members, if you could get some t-shirts and film this. You could also reach out to other creators where this video went viral for them and ask them to tag your shop. Even if they're not the exact same products, it might get you built-in traffic. You can go into Facebook groups where girls' trips are happening or family vacations are happening and start to promote your product. And that's all for free. You don't have to actually pay for ads for that. Start building an email list. As soon as orders start to flow in, make sure that you are remarketing to those people and letting them know when you have different drops. If I'm launching this business today and it's focused on airport t-shirt exchange, I would be putting out a holiday t-shirt exchange list too and making sure that I have a bunch of different designs ready for that occurrence as well. So that is how you will launch a niche print-on-demand business in 2026 that allows for a lot of built-in demand and doesn't cost an arm and a leg in terms of monthly fees. And as a reminder, Hostinger offers a really affordable way for you to get over 48 months of hosting services and all of these business tools and AI features for $3.99 per month. And I will include a link in the description below where you can actually get 10% off that. So it's a really great option if you are looking to launch your print-on-demand business but can't afford to be paying the $30 to $40 that a lot of platforms do charge, especially if you have a really great idea and you're just trying to get things off the ground, but you're willing to be in it for the long haul and understand that business takes some time and it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease and momentum before we're having really huge months, which is definitely still possible with print on demand in 2026. If you found this helpful, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe. If you have any questions in particular about your setup process, feel free to drop them in the description below and I will try my best to answer all of your questions. I would also love to hear your thoughts on my niche print on demand shop, as well as any of the ideas you have. Thank you so much for watching and I will catch you on the next one.